This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget. And this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, you're greatly appreciated. Come on in, make yourself at home. You know the routine. This week takes me to Big Lots and one of my favorite pawn shops, Cash America. Really cool pickups. Got some $2 4Ks, some 25-cent DVDs still in the wrapper, so good stuff. But before I get into that, not only do I collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird individuals, I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things either I've seen live in the theaters, streaming, or actually physical media. And just going to jump into a Dollar Tree pick. This is a 2020 American crime film, The Postcard Killings, based on the novel by James Patterson. This stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You might know him as Daddy Winchester on Supernatural, or you might know him better as Negan on The Walking Dead. We also have Famke Jensen, one of the original X-Men. Also in Nip Tuck, one time I thought very attractive woman. She's done so much, she's had so much plastic work done. Her face looks like a Cabbage Patch doll. She doesn't look like herself anymore. And you have Cush Jumbo. The plot behind this story, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a detective and his daughter is murdered. And the murder is this kind of Hannibal Lecter type of murder where they position the bodies after deaths in these elaborate type positions. So very interesting. It's a slow burn. It's a slow suspense movie though, but decent watch. If you can find it at Dollar Tree for $1.25, I definitely pick it up. The Postcard Killings. The next pick is a 2020 action comedy, Chick Fight. Picked this up at Hamilton Book. This is directed by Joseph Downey, starring Malin Ackerman, Bella Thorne, Dulcie Sloan, and Alec Baldwin. For half the movie, I thought Dulcie Sloan was Lizzo for some reason, but very cute movie. The protagonist, she has a business, and her business is failing, and her life is type of failing, and to I guess gain some type of control over her life, she kind of joins this women's fight club, and the story evolves from there. Little warning: if you're in Florida and you're anti-gay, pro little D DeSantis, you might want to not watch this, or watch this in with all your curtains drawn. A lot of gay comedy though, but it's all in good fun. Fun movie. Actually has a lot of laugh out loud moments. Alec Baldwin was Alec Baldwin. That's the best I can say though. Very cute movie. If you see it at Hamilton Book, or if you see it anywhere, I definitely pick it up. Fun movie. My next movie is a classic. This is such a good classic. The 1979 American action thriller, The Warriors. This is directed by Walter Hill, based on the novel of the same name by Saul Urix. And the way the picture is shot, it's shot like it's a comic book. Starring Michael Beck, who looks like one of the Bee Gees, but he's actually in a movie called Xanadu with the late Newton-John, Olivia Newton-John. You have James Remar. You might know him from Gans and 48 Hours, or if you watched Black Lightning. I think he was the uncle in Black Lightning. Deborah Van Valkenburg. I know her from the old television show with Ted Knight, Too Close for Comfort. Then Marcelino Sanchez and David Harris. Iconic film. One of the reasons why I watched this, John Wick takes a lot of the elements of The Warriors in his movie. Basically, you have a gang that's trying to make it from one part of New York to Coney Island, and they're targeted as, I don't give too much of the plot away, but they're targeted, and all the other gangs that are trying to basically kill them. Very cool movie. You'll recognize a lot of the iconography as far as some of the Warriors, come out and play, or the lady on the radio giving the shout outs to the Warriors. So I think I've seen that radio saying on Gone in 60 Seconds, the original movie, though. But if you haven't seen The Warriors, it's a classic. If you love movies, you love classic movies, you love iconic movies, definitely watch 1979 The Warriors. My last pick is a new movie. Actually, watch this streaming. This is the 2023's sixth version or sixth installment of Scream. It's an American slasher film directed by Matt Bettolini Olfen and Tyler Gillette, starring Melissa Barrera, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Jack Champion, and Jenna Ortega. You might know Jenna Ortega. She is the new Wednesday from the Netflix Wednesday movie from the Addams Family. But it's a Scream movie. They're all pretty much the same, just have a different ending. It's fun, light slasher movie type. If that's a genre now, light popcorn slasher. Not a lot of blood, a lot of gore. You have a few bloody scenes, but it's more fun slasher, if that's actually a possibility, a fun slasher movie. A lot of fun. I'm sure this is going to go on for a while. I think they've already talking about slasher Scream 7. So get the opportunity. You like the Scream series. If you can, watch it from Scream 1 to the most recent and just watch some of the, like, what was that? Courtney Cox, her face like morphs into the Crypt Keepers. Strange as hell. But get the opportunity, check that out. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of the video while I sit here and chill with Shaka and Shira.
We are back at the Black Cave. Back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have what I picked up at Big Lots. Also, I think this is maybe 3 or 4 weeks of Cash America Pawnshop. Let me get these scanned in and we'll get right into it. Give me a second. All right, let's kick it off with what I picked up at Big Lots. This is what I picked up at Big Lots. These nuts. Yeah. Looked through all the movies there. They didn't have... I think they had one new title, Indivisible, that I recognized as new. Everything else pretty much looked the same. The Lucy complete series, that looked interesting, intriguing, $20. I let it pass, So since they didn't get anything at Big Lots, let's go by what I picked up at Cash America. And this is 1, 2, 3, I think, a compilation of 3 different weeks. Plastic. I have to find out who told me to pick this up, though. I haven't seen this yet. I know this old boy from, is it Prince Caspian and the Chronicles of Narnia? No one else really looks that familiar. Emma Rigby, Sebastian D'Souza, Will, is that Poulter? Alfie Allen, and Ed Spielers. Inspired by a true story, so. Going to pick this up for $25. It's definitely worth a look. Smart People, Dennis Quaid, Sarah Jessica Parker, Ellen Page, and Thomas Harden Church, who I'm guessing that's who that is. I don't know. I know that's Sarah Jessica, that's Dennis Quaid, that's probably Ellen Page, I'm guessing. And, what was the other one? What was this? This is a Arc Entertainment. And this is a Miramax one, Smart People. Looks like a comedy or romantic comedy, possibly. Got the old Blockbuster case. Seen this title for years, just never picked it up for $25. I figured I'd check it out. You have Carlos Estevez, aka Charlie Sheen, his old chick, his old wife, Denise Richards, and Angie Harmon. I'm guessing that's Angie Harmon. Good Advice. Looks like a romantic comedy. Artesian release. Good Advice. Next, another title I've seen for years, just decided to pick it up for $25. Christian Slater, Val Kilmer, Bokeem Woodbine, Hard Cash, and he still looks the same. Bokeem has to be like 155 years old, still looks exactly the same as when he did a movie with Nick Cage and Sean Connery, The Rock. Hard Cash. And who is this? A Millennium release. Next we have The Clearing. I actually had the DVD but didn't have the cover art. I don't think I've ever seen this. Can't say I was a huge Robert Redford fan. Love Willem Dafoe. Love Helen Mirren. The Clearing. This is younger. Wow, she looks really young in this. If you know Helen Mirren, she's in the latest Shazam movie as one of the arch villains. Arch villain. The Clearing. Thriller. This is a 20th Century Fox release, The Clearing. Next we have Sinbad. I had a bootleg copy of this, so for $25, nice to pick up the original still. Hold on, let me get my Wesley Snipes. Hold on. Here I have my Wesley Snipes, aka my Johnny Blade. Nice little cut here. Sinbad. Always liked Sinbad, one of the best clean comedians. You don't hear too much cursing or vulgarities in his stand-up, yet he's still very funny. I think he had a stroke a while ago, so hopefully he's on the way to recovery. It's an HBO comedy special, Afros and Bell Bottoms. And this is HBO Vestron. Benvidi, I believe that's the That's so small I can't read it. I gotta try to read it. Sinbad Afros and Bell Bottoms, brand new. Also, Sinbad Nothing But the Funk. Also, I think it's the same that by Bendy release. Yeah. Johnny Blade, Willie Snips. All right. There we go. Sinbad Nothing But the Funk. This again. Sinbad Nothing But the Funk. Also, well, these right here alone, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies, 2 still in the wrapper. What did I pay for this? I paid, let's see, $1.88. $1.88. So not too bad. $1.88. Next, I know this is a separate trip. Hot Chick. I paid $0.25 for this. Didn't bother to give me a receipt. Rob Schneider. Very interesting fact I didn't know about him until I saw his stand-up. He is part Asian. I think he's part Vietnamese. He also has some very interesting political beliefs, but I won't get into that though. Hot Chick. I saw this a while ago. It's just Rob Schneider funny, if you know Rob Schneider. And this is a Hollywood Records release. Is that what it is? Hollywood Records? Oh, Touchstone. So, Hot Chick for $0.25. And this one, I was actually waiting in line, and the lady who sees me there all the time, she looks like, is that the only movie you're getting? I'm like, yeah. She's like, go ahead, take it. So this is actually free. They gave it to me. So, Michael Jackson, What Killed the King of Pop? Paparazzi killed him. That's what killed the King of Pop, paparazzi. Okay, my next trip, this is my latest trip. This The Fighting Temptations, never seen this. You guys see I'm a big Cuba fan. I like Beyonce. It's a Paramount. It was interesting, they had actually 2 different copies of this. Oops. Both discs looked the same, but the artwork was different. The artwork had the old Paramount strip on the top of it and slightly different picture, but the disc was the same. Both are in the same condition, so I got this one. And I don't know if this actually comes out on widescreen or not. Both said full screen, so hey, I got it. Also, Surf's Up. I like my animation movies, and this is just the Blu-ray in excellent condition. This is Columbia Pictures, and they didn't give me a receipt for this. This is like $2.25, $2 for the movie, $2 for the Blu-ray, $0.25 for the DVD. So that's that. And lastly, this is probably my best pickup, and probably my last really good pickup. Everything else has been really like pulling hen teeth. There's just not a lot out there. But let's see. We'll go with I Love You to Death. I've heard of this. This is old school, but a lot of big names in there. Where's Keanu? I guess Keanu's not in here on the cover. But you have Kevin Kline, River Phoenix, Tracy Ullman. For all you don't remember, the Tracy Ullman Show, which pretty much launched The Simpsons. And that is, I think, William Hurt, I believe. I guess I didn't have a picture of Keanu. So it looked interesting, looks quirky, just up my alley. TriStar release. I have the insert here. that Keanu? That might be a young Keanu. Hard to tell. I Love You to Death, tri-star release. Next, Goats. David Duchovny from X-Files, Vera Farmiga. I know her from Bates Hotel. And these other people, not so much. I've seen her before, Kerry Russell. Goats. And this is an image release. Goats. I have no idea what it's about, but I like the actors and I like David Duchovny and Vera Farmiga. So that looked interesting. Goats. Image release. Next we have, I wanted this. Just wish I had more time in my day. I would have watched it during Easter, but just not enough time. Too many movies, not enough time. The Ten Commandments. Love this movie. Love Charlton Heston, but love Yul Brynner in this. Yul Brynner is the pimp in this movie. Just that one line. I can't remember if that's Bathsheba. I've mentioned this before if you watch my channel, where she's just like, will you possess me like you're like a thing, like a horse? Is like, unlike my horse, I'll love you more and trust you less. I was like, that's some pimp shit. If you haven't seen Ten Commandments, you need to watch it, especially Yul Brynner. And this is the 4K. 4K with HDR. It looks beautiful, the Ten Commandments. And you have the 4K, and you have the 2 Blu-ray. Next, we have Dunkirk. I actually got the Blu-ray at Black Friday a while ago, so I haven't watched it. So upgraded to the 4K, $2 with the slipcover. You can't beat that. $2 for a 4K. With the don't know if the digital copy works or not, but they have the 4K and the Blu-ray. The Warner Brother release. What was this? Paramount release for Ten Commandments. Warner Brother for Dunkirk. Christopher Nolan. For you don't know, Christopher Nolan did the Dark Knight. Also, I think Memento. I think that was one of his first movies, I believe. Next, we have Wonder Woman 4K. Great movie. I liked it a lot better than the sequel. It seemed like a lot more action, but again, that's my opinion. And all of this makes up my week's pickup. The 4K, the Blu-ray, Sinbad, Michael Jackson, the whole nine. But I picked the Big Lots, these nuts. So give me a minute, let me get everything scanned in, separate the disc work from the plastic, and get you good people on your way. Hold on. And for the 3 4K and the 2 DVDs, that's what I paid. Not too bad. Didn't forget my classic pick for the week. Yes, it's another Fred Williamson movie where he's a cowboy. Basically, the plot is Blazing Saddles. That's basically the plot of this movie. And I can't tell you the full name of the movie. Is Boss something else. If you open up the cover, it'll say the other thing. So let me see if I can do that. No, I can't open up the inside art because it gives the complete name of the movie, but I'll show you the art on the Blu-ray and the DVD. Beautiful artwork. I can't show you the flip side because it's Boss something else. So, but this is my classic pick for the week. If you want to figure out what the other word is, just look up the movie and you'll find out. Fred Williamson, Boss. And lastly, I have my 3D pick for the week, the sequel to Largo Winch, which I still haven't watched yet, Largo Winch 2. And it gives me the 3D movie. I actually have this, which is a different movie also. It has a different name. I can't think of the actual name of it. A Woman, a Gun, and Noodle Shop. That looks interesting. Blue Moon. Huh. Might have to look for those also. I have this one. I have this one. So, okay, very interesting. And this also has a regular Blu-ray to Largo Winch. All right. Let's wrap things up here. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C is in the clearing, L is in Lethal Weapon 3, Z as in Zulu Dawn. Let's knock this out. All right, I have everything laid out, ready to be put back in its proper place as usual. I appreciate each and every one of you that decided to watch and hang in there to the end. I greatly appreciate it. If you made it this far, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, what the hell's wrong with you? Subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Deuces. Everyone be safe.